big enough. The teacher takes up a few sentences like, this room is large enough to accommodate 40 students, or this glass is big enough to hold half a liter of milk, and so on, by asking the students the relevant questions. This is followed by a conversation between the teacher and the student. Quite a few students are involved one by one in the dialogue. Amit is very tall. He can touch the ceiling fan. How can he touch the ceiling fan?
Amit is tall enough to touch the ceiling fan.
The bridge is very strong. It can carry a lot of vehicles. How can the bridge hold a lot of vehicles?
The bridge is strong enough to carry a lot of vehicles.
This horse carriage is very big. It can carry 8 people. How can this horse carriage carry 8 people?
This horse carriage is big enough to carry 8 people.
Your brother is very strong. He can lift this huge table. How can your brother lift this huge table?
My brother is strong enough to lift this huge table.
He is quite well. He can attend the function. How can he attend the function?
He is well enough to attend the function.
She is pretty big. She can comb her hair without help. How can she comb her hair without help?
She is big enough to comb her hair without help.
Why can't the old man run?
The old man is not strong enough to be able to run.
Why can't you solve this sum?
I am not clever enough to be able to solve this sum.
Why can't that child go in the dark?
That child can't go in the dark because he is not brave enough to do so.
Why doesn't he go to school?
He is not yet big enough to go to school.
Why don't you play football?
I am not big enough to play football.
Why can't she clean the window?
She is not tall enough to clean the window.
Why can't she hide in the cupboard?
She is not small enough to be able to hide in the cupboard.
Why can't I move the rock?
You are not strong enough to move the rock.
Why aren't they having their meal?
They are not hungry enough to have their meal.
Why can't he buy this car?
He is not rich enough to be able to buy this car.
Why can't this football go into this bag?
This football is not small enough to go into this bag.
This library is very big. It can store thousands of books. How can this library store thousands of books?
This library is large enough to store thousands of books.
This jug is very big. It can hold 5 liters of water. How can this jug hold 5 liters of water?
This jug is big enough to hold 5 liters of water.